Hey there guys, today we celebrate the biggest felony of all, President's Day. Just kidding, I don't hate Mr. Trump. I've decided to tell you guys some of the felonies I've committed quite recently that when I think about now, I crack up louder than the sound of a Note 7 exploding. Oh, you know stuff's going down when Note 7s are brought into this. Get your sippy cups, ladies, and the rest of you, because I'm going to tell you the day I committed 3 felonies all at once.
Say what?
Very impressive for someone of my skin color. I mean, my kind is known for stealing the free pens at work and then gifting them back to their son for their birthday. I don't want to talk about '09. So 3 felonies like the equivalent of a white guy robbing a Starbucks right before cheer practice ends. All I can say is those blonde chicks are going to be shooting up to school tomorrow. So we were working on our English group project and we had to practice our lines by the end of the day because one of our group members just gave us the heave-ho. I mean, flu season was in town, baby. Chicks are wearing jeans. Jeans in February. Last time that happened was when the obesity rates of Texas were lower than the national average. So, like, never. So I get this great idea to go to the ghetto club in our school because it had access to this one room I like to call safe space. It's basically a secluded room where you could work quietly and do whatever you want to do in between stage lights and theater props. Great for practicing a play, especially if you have the lead role of a female actress. I mean, I know I'm hot and everything, but I mean the voice cracks I had that day might have just broken the soundproofing in that room. So me and my handicapped group go into the prop room and we pull up our laptops to prop up the scripts, and 2 of the 3 laptops die instantly. Mine's and my friend's. So we gang up on the third friend who's got a tiny laptop to begin with, so in the end we're all just huddled up over one little screen in the corner desperately trying to memorize the damn lines so we can actually start practicing the play in the safe space. If someone had walked in on us then, it would have been very weird to find 3 boys huddled up in one screen in the dark corner of the room yelling, "Come on, come on, come on," over and over again. Anyway, we memorized the lines. In one of the scenes, my friend and I have to fight each other with swords because heads up, it's Shakespeare. We start the fight and I get pretty into it. I mean, I was jabbing, thrusting, and probing so hard it reminded me of health class. The fight goes on and I get real fancy and I smash my plastic weapon of mass destruction onto his, and it just snaps and flies onto the floor. At that moment, we both realize that we fucked up. So I get this Oscar-winning idea to hide the pieces of the weapon in between like some stage lights and unused props, and I do so by like hurling it into the middle and hoping that none of the light bulbs break. I plan to hide it for 50 years, and I really don't know why I'm telling you guys this. I still have 49 years to go. Also know this is all the while I am laughing my face off for some maniacal reason.
Maniacal laugh.
My friends are staring at me and amidst desperately trying to dial 911 fast and... Amid this desperately trying to dial 911 as fast as he can, faster than Garfield eats lasagna for that matter, and I just keep laughing. I don't know why. I really don't know. So we move on, surprisingly, and we keep practicing, and me being the girl lady of the play, kiss Romeo once again to add the stereotypical romance element of this. So I look at Dylan in his dog hair infused Metallica shirt and I think, it's not gonna happen. Amit's already dashing out the door because he knows that if he stays in the safe space, it's not gonna be a safe place no more. So to save them both the misery, I pull out the props drawer and I take out an Elmo doll of all things and I spray paint it gold and put the Star of David on his chest to take away from the Elmo-ness of it. I know it's bad to say this, but I think I know it's bad to say this, but I think that day the spirit of Hitler got way too close to me to the point where sauerkraut doesn't taste so bad anymore. Felony number 2, check. I forgot what to say, check. Oh shoot, I broke my toy, also check. Crap. So felony number 2, check. Vandalization, check. Definite detention if caught, also check. I kissed the doll and weirdly enough it didn't feel too weird except for the fact that it smelled and tasted like paint. We move on through that part, now I have to stab myself to death. I mean, I've already have to live through a reenactment of the French Revolution and have had a part of Hitler come inside of me. And now to top it off, I have to go full on emo mode and stab myself in the chest until I die. I go over to the infamous prop drawer and Amit, who just came back from the pre-kissing and dehumanization of Elmo scene, sees me peer over the door and he just dashes back outside. I mean, the poor kid's still suffering from PTSD. Screw you, sauerkraut. I find a dagger and figure, this thing that belongs to school property is not cool enough for your boy. Let's customize it by spray painting it gold and make it fit our purposes, although it is a violation to school property. So I used my lunchbox as a stool and then lay the dagger down on it, and I feel like freaking Casey Neistat when I'm just, in his workshop or something, and coating it in more layers of fake gold than the person in the movie Split has personalities. And then we hit a problem. You see, the knife, customized to meet all my heart's desires, is now too wet and soaked in gold paint to play with. Using my smartness and ingenuity as shown throughout the video, I decided to turn on a high beam stage light and throw the knife in it to let it dry. And forget about it.
Forget about it.
About 10 minutes later, the teacher that supervises us and is as sick with the play as everyone else in the school walks in and finds the knife sitting on the stage light limper than our... Never mind. And then she stares at us through some weird expression of disbelief and shock as she sees her safe space turn into some kind of secret meth lab where we're just like forging CSGO knives every day. She yanks the power cord and then throws the knife out of the light's way, and I just turn into the most Indian boy I've ever seen. I'm on the brink of tears, and I am thinking desperately of something to get me out of this torture. I've already forgotten all the realm and possibility of me not getting attention. Oh, it's too late for that, darling. In my mind, I'm just thinking of some excuse to tell my mom before she takes the chapati stick and goes, "Fut, fut, fut," until I can no longer use my left butt cheek anymore. I don't know what miracle of God saved me from her wrath. Maybe it was the look of utter despair and sadness in my eyes, or the fact that she was sicker than my future, but somehow I just escaped the detention zone, and she just kind of looked at us saying, "Why?" and walked away yelling at us to get out of there. On my way back, my laugh was back, and I could not say a single word. We packed up and we skedaddled out of there so fast that I'm pretty sure the high school 100-meter record was broken cleaner than the blade of that first sword. Which she does not know about, and the emo Elmo, so keep it hush-hush, or I might have to relive that same experience again. I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of video. I was talking to my friends earlier, and they told me that I should probably do more of a comedy video rather than the typical tech video. So I took their suggestions, and I made this one. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Comment down below if you want to see more of these, and leave a like and a subscribe if you haven't. It really helps out the channel, and see you guys later. Shakespeare ruining the lives of freshman English students since 1905. Rolling, girl.
Rolling.